Good morning, students and staff who are able to join us. Let me start by welcoming you to our second interactive session with students. As the Vice Chancellor of the University, I have responsibility to address the students from time to time as regards our operations and also to hear feedback from our students. You recall that we had a similar interaction possibly last month in which we introduced you to the university and told you many things. Now, the essence of today's interaction is to, number one, give you information about the nature of open distance learning in this university, and then also hear from you what your experience has been after we have given you access to lecture materials. I want to know if you have been able to access these lecture notes, lecture materials, difficulties you have encountered, and of course, challenges here and there. And then if there are questions that you want to ask so that we can explain to you. And then number three, I also want to find out how far you have gone as our students with JAMB regularization, that is in terms of printing your admission letters. And then I also want to talk to you about our career service unit, how we intend to go about it. So the first thing I want to do, and I will also give you opportunity to ask questions, make comments about our operation, but I can assure you that our ultimate aim is to make your study very easy and also very rich. And I also specifically want to update you about lecture facilitation, because very many of you have been asking these questions. When are you going to start lectures and other stuff like that? So we are going to explain that today. Now, let me start by explaining what open distance learning is all about. Al-Muhibbah Open University, as you all know, is an open university. So in terms of our operation, we operate just like the National Open University of Nigeria operates. How are they operating? So what we do here is our system of learning is student-centered. Student-centered in the sense that the student is required to do a lot of work, because our ultimate aim is to produce or graduate students who can be providers of employment, not people moving around looking for employment everywhere. By adopting a student-centered learning, we hope to develop your capacity to think critically. We hope to develop your capacity to read and understand, things critically, and also be 21st century compliant in terms of your skill, in terms of in terms of effective communication, in terms of critical thinking acumen, in terms of also digital literacy, that is how you use laptops, computers generally to take lectures. For instance, now we are doing an interactive session but via Zoom. Your ability to connect, your ability to interact via Zoom is an indication that you are digitally literate. So this is why we adopted student learning, centered learning. So what we are doing here is, the first thing we do is to provide lecture materials to our students. And that is why all our registered students, I am sure by now, have all been given access to lecture materials. If you are, whatever course you are doing, whether you are in, for instance, allied health sciences or management sciences and what have you, we have provided access, and I'm sure by now you should have gotten access fully to these materials. And what you do is to simply download them, or even at your own time print them so that you have them hard copies with you. And then secondly, after downloading or printing them or whatever you want to do with them, the next thing is for you, the expectation is as a student you have to sit down, take your time and read these reading materials. So we have given you time, and that is what is expected of us. You are given the chance, you are given access to the material. You download the material, print it, read it, or read it from your laptop, whatever you want to do, and then you are given sufficient time to read the material. And then possibly from this week, beginning from this week, or maybe next week, our facilitators, that is lecturers, will now begin to arrange with you how to discuss these reading materials that we have given you, so that you ask them questions on areas that you have read which you have not understood, and they will answer your question. And then they will explain certain things possibly that appear to be difficult for you to understand in the reading materials. So that is the whole essence of open distance learning. And by the time our facilitators are satisfied that you have really understood these lecture materials, they have gotten this feedback, then of course, when examination comes, you take your exams just like any other student, just like other students in conventional universities. So that is the nature of open distance learning. It is not a system where you will be required to come to school every day, and then a lecturer comes to you, stands before you, and then take like 2 hours and then talking. So you spend the whole day taking lectures. No, that is not how open distance learning operates. We operate just like National Open University. We give you the materials, read the materials, and then at appropriate time, our facilitators will arrange with you wherever you are, and then you now have an open discussion about this material. And they will also guide you on where to read, where to stop, and then areas that require you to do some assignment or areas that require you to do some reflections. That is what the facilitators will do. They will take you through this material page by page or chapter by chapter, and then explaining to you and also giving you assignment. And that is what is going to happen maybe this week or at most by Monday next week. But I am hoping this week some of our facilitators will start interacting with you over the material. That's number one. And then number two, that is all about nature of open distance learning. And this is in line with the license given to us, and this is also in line with NUC regulation. And if you graduate from this university using this mode, you are as good as any student from any university. So that is number one. And the second thing I want to talk to you about is about career service unit. In our first meeting or interactive session, I talked to you about career service unit of this university. Career service unit is our unit, is the unit that, we use to teach you, in addition to what you have in the lecture materials, to teach you 21st century skills, beginning from level 1, level 2, level 3, up to level 4. Each year, you will have set of topics or subjects to talk about, to learn as part of your 21st century skills. So I would want to use this opportunity to inform you as our students that we have finished all preparations, and before your exams, possibly this week, possibly, I have a strong conviction that we will start this week, possibly, on our career service talk. So the career service talk is a component which is provided by our university to help you, develop your skill in terms of effective communication, in terms of critical thinking, in terms of digital literacy, in terms of your connection to professional bodies or professional associations, and many other things like that. So this is what we are planning to do, and we have finished all arrangement. I, as the Vice Chancellor, will also participate in talking to you about Career Service Unit. We will invite top class professionals to talk to you, about 21st century skills, beginning with social media management, social media usage, for instance, responsible use of it, digital literacy, critical thinking, acumen, how to develop it, and many other things like that. So we have finished arrangement, and we are making arrangement first to launch our career service unit of this university. But before the launch, we will start, our career talk by the grace of God from this week. Possibly, I will open the door. I will start with that. That's number 2. Number 3 is also to talk to you about JAMB regularization. I want to know how far you have gone with your JAMB regularization. JAMB regularization simply means, going to, that is, surfing the, the JAMB portal, your profile, and then be able to, generate your own admission later. I think, and I have a belief that our registry office has provided adequate information about this. And if you are still encountering any problem, we are very open. We have officers, competent officers who can help you so that you can fast track that assignment so that you regularize your admission in our university. So it's one thing that I want to get feedback from you as our students. I want to know if you are encountering problems, you are still not able to regularize your admission. We want to know why you need some help. So I want to hear from you. And then also number 3 is also feedback. Now that you have taken time to read the lecture materials you have accessed, my assumption is all of you have been able to read at least more than 30 pages, I'm sure, of these lecture materials. So I want to hear from you as a form of feedback from you on these reading materials. Are there problems that you are encountering when you are reading? Are there things you don't understand which you want us to clarify, and other things like that? So essentially, these are the things I want to know from you, and that is the essence of this interactive session for me as the Vice Chancellor, to share with you some vital information and also to listen to you, your own challenges, so that we can address. Because like I said, we want to make learning easy for our students. Thank you very much. And I commend you for taking time to join our second interactive session. So let me pause for some minutes and give you opportunity to ask questions and even make comments about our operations, because we want to improve in our delivery system. Thank you. Is asking the exact date and time for lecture. Our facilitators, beginning from this week, will give you adequate information about facilitation in terms of our lectures, in terms of our interaction. So for each program, for each course, facilitators or our lecturers will get in touch with you, and they will arrange with you, they will give you information on what day they are going to interact with you, what date they have for you, and if it means giving you timetable, I'm sure they will address that with you. So you should wait for your facilitators to do that. Meanwhile, what you should be doing is you should now concentrate on reading this material so that you identify areas that you need to discuss with our facilitators when they come around, please. So they will give you adequate information on that, beginning from this week. Yeah, somebody is asking about JAMB regularization. Follow the procedure provided already. We will talk to our registry office to recirculate the procedure for JAMB regularization again, so that people can follow it and do it. So there we have adequate information about how to do JAMB regularization using the JAMB portal. So we will ask our registrar or registry office have provide the information one more time to help you do that, please. So you will get more information and another information on that, please. Somebody is asking a question about software engineering. What is the question, please, Kabiru? Can you read that question again? From the student. Okay, he is saying he has only seen 7 courses for registration. ICT, how many courses have you uploaded for cybersecurity?
All the courses have been uploaded.
Okay, I am told that all the courses for cybersecurity have been uploaded. Possibly the ones you have seen are the ones you are required to register for this semester. So you should expect to register for additional courses next semester. So that is the information. And if you still don't understand, possibly you can get to our student support services and they will answer questions on that. Yeah, somebody is saying that some of the courses are not still online, so that we can know. I think I can comfortably confirm to you that the information I have from our ICT unit is they have uploaded all courses now. So students should be able to have full access to all the courses. Please revisit our portal again and try to download or access these courses, all of them. And if you encounter a problem again, please let us know. Yes, somebody is asking a question about exam dates. Anything about exam date, look at our approved calendar. It is there, please. This calendar has been circulated for long. And also look at the university website. The calendar is there. So information about exam date is there. But I'm still advising you, continue to read and engage with these reading materials. Read them critically. Identify areas that you need more explanation. Identify areas that you don't understand. Identify areas that you need some form of comment, so that when facilitators begin their lectures with you, you can now have opportunity to ask them questions like that. So this is what student-centered learning is all about. And the whole essence is to make you a smarter student at the end, so that you don't behave like students in conventional universities that are only and constantly waiting for teachers or lecturers to come and talk to them. In our own case, we are putting you to do a lot of work so that you can be good at the end, so that you can understand how to read, so that you can understand how to use the internet, you can understand how to use, how to access digital information, and other things like that. And this is in line with 21st century development, and that is what we are trying to do. You will be happy, I'm sure, by the time you graduate from this university using this approach that we are doing, which is similar to the National Open University.